Now, Good Morning Northwest, breaking news. Diesel carrying toxic chemicals overturned, driving people from their homes, closing down a section of I-90 west of Spokane. We have a live report.
In our forecast, we've got some very positive news. While we're going to get some breezy conditions, we're going to get some cleaner air. We're going to talk about that in a warm-up.
And it's been decades in the making. Why just months before the election, there's a call to delay a vote on the new Spokane County Jail and who's behind it. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Good morning, and thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Wednesday, August 9th, and we are following breaking news from overnight. I-90 eastbound is currently closed near Tyler due to a hazardous material leak.
According to Washington State Patrol, the spill is ammonium nitrite, but diesel also spilled from that truck's tank. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live near the scene. And Allison, what have you been learning?
Yeah, I'm here off of Tyler, where eastbound traffic is closed on I-90. Now, you mentioned that this closure is caused by a hazardous material that was leaked off of a truck, a semi-truck that did overturn. Now, we do know that that spilled hazardous material is ammonium nitrite. This is a blasting agent. It is not combustible, but it is highly flammable. And diesel from the truck also spilled on the road. So the combination of those two elements is really what the departments are taking care of and concerned about at this time. Now, westbound traffic did open up earlier this morning, also earlier last night, early the morning. Evacuation orders were lifted for those within the 1 mile radius. Now, as you can see, that eastbound traffic is still closed. Now, earlier I did speak with the Washington State Patrol PIO, and they tell me that they have trucks that are coming in and out to get this all cleaned up. And that material that was closed is a liquid fertilizer made for explosives as well. Now, they are hoping that they'll get this all cleared up by around 10 o'clock this morning. In that 10 o'clock hour is their goal, and we'll continue to keep you updated. Reporting in Tyler, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Allison, thank you.
All right, let's check in with Mark now on our first alert forecast for your Wednesday.
All right, temperatures starting to warm up. We're into the mid-60s now, 64 degrees both here and in Coeur d'Alene. We're getting some cloud cover. We're going to have a chance of a shower or two, looking at the 4 things. The morning showers, 10, 11 o'clock through about 1. It's going to be clearing later on today. Breezy conditions as we clear. And then behind that, we'll see some 90s for the weekend. We look at the forecast radar, and this is really aiming at 10, 11, 12 o'clock. We're going to have a chance of sprinkles or some light rain showers. Potential for some afternoon thunderstorm activity into the mountains as this pushes through Idaho due to some heating. And then things clear out, and tomorrow it's going to be a gorgeous day. We look at our day today temperature-wise, starting off at 63 into the valley, 58 Deer Park. Coeur d'Alene at 65 degrees right now. We're at 64. Things are looking pretty good, looking great for this afternoon as we get really clearer skies. We're going to see cleaner air come in with that west wind coming off the Pacific. There will be no Canadian smoke infused with that. By 2 o'clock, 80, 82. We're going to be in the low 80s all afternoon and into the evening hours.
Crews are monitoring a fire that burned 7 acres south of Spokane County. It started yesterday afternoon. Fire crews now have it fully contained. Air support helped, as fire crews say the hard part about fighting this fire was that it was in the middle of trees and on a downward slope. Crews expect to begin mop-up this morning.
Also this morning, abortion rights advocates in Ohio are celebrating a critical victory as a judge has put the state's 6-week abortion ban on hold.
In a special election, Ohio voters rejected Issue 1, a proposal that would have required raising the threshold to amend the state's constitution. Sydney Charles is at the Breaking Now desk with our story.
That's right, Robin. That Issue 1 defeat now marks a setback for state conservatives seeking tougher abortion restrictions. The Republican-supported ballot question would have called for a 60% supermajority to make changes to the Constitution instead of a simple majority. With nearly all ballots counted, close to 60% of voters rejecting that measure. Ohio Republicans putting Issue 1 to the people just before November, when voters are set to decide whether to enshrine abortion rights into the state constitution.
It was important to protect my rights, especially as a woman, and, the abortion protection. So I wanted to vote no today.
The results of the special election already drawing criticism. The anti-abortion rights Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life America group calling the issue 1 outcome a sad day for Ohio and a warning for other pro-life states across the nation. They also blamed outside money for the defeat, even though both sides benefited from that spending. But from the White House, President Joe Biden slammed issue 1 as an attempt to weaken voters' voices, saying Ohioans spoke loud and clear and tonight democracy won. Interest in this special election was intense. Before the polls opened on Tuesday, nearly 700,000 people voted early. That's more than double the number of advance votes in a typical primary election. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Abortion remains a key issue among Americans a year after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. A new CNN poll found 64% of adults disapprove of the Dobbs ruling. That number has not changed from last year, but what has changed is how important the issue is to people. 29% of Americans say they would only vote for a candidate who shares their view on abortion. That's compared to 26% last year. Among those who support the decision, 34% now say they would like to see a nationwide abortion ban instead of leaving the issue to states.
Well, the push for a new sales tax increase to fund upgrades to the Spokane County Jail is now getting pushback from the people it's supposed to help. 2 groups say they've been left in the dark on how this money will be spent and are asking the November vote to be delayed. In a letter, City Council President Lori Kinnear, Councilmember Zach Sapone, and Scott Davies, on behalf of Local 492 corrections officers, are saying they agree with the overall need for these upgrades, but how they're getting the funding is raising some red flags. Sapone said the wording on the ballot doesn't make it clear what the $450 million would fund.
We don't know how we can go to taxpayers and ask them to fund something that we don't even know what we would spend it on. That's literally writing us a blank check for $450 million. And we just don't think that taxpayers will support that, nor do I think that they should.
County Commissioner Josh Kearns says this letter will not have an impact on November's vote.
The amount of money that will be brought in by this measure. We know the number of beds in a new facility. We know the additional programs that will be offered within the new facility.
Right now, the question is still on the November ballot, but we'll keep you updated if that changes.
A welcome sight for coffee lovers in East Central Spokane. A rebuild of a beloved coffee shop is just about a month away. In August of 2021, a driver plowed through the Dutch Bros stand at 5th and Freya. 7 people were hurt, including 2 employees who were sent to the hospital. The driver was arrested for DUI, was sentenced to 15 months behind bars. Now, 2 years later, Dutch Bros is rebuilding in the same spot. Owner Kevin Parker says he hopes to open in about 4 weeks. It'll be good to have it back.
It's been a long time, yeah.
Well, each year, the Spokane Fire Department puts out what's called a community risk assessment.
It gives them a broader understanding of what the biggest risks are and how they can better tailor their resources to reduce those risks. Now, some of the biggest risks are things you might expect, like we've been seeing with building fires and wildfires. Spokane sits in a wildland-urban interface, so Spokane Fire recently hired a wildland planner to help with the risks of having developed land mixed with nature.
So we're finding those high-risk areas, working on city properties as well as with homeowners on what they can do to make their communities a little safer.
Now, we'll tell you about some of the less obvious risks Spokane Fire has to deal with and how education plays a big role in keeping you safe in my special report that's tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest. And it's interesting to see them talk about, so our data tells us this, so then we do this, right? And it really informs them on how they can basically keep us more safe.
Yeah, look forward to that. It is now 6:09.
Let's send it over to Mark with a look at what's ahead for your morning drive.
Cloud cover, so we're not going to have the warm up that we've had in the last couple of days. We're going to be in the mid-60s throughout much of the morning. Then we're going to see temperatures go up to, well, below average. We're going to talk about the benefits of that. That's coming up.
And while Mark is talking about heat coming up a little later, we're talking about taking a cold plunge. Ice baths are in the news lately, but what are the pros and cons?
And right after this break, the Ukraine counteroffensive is proven to be much more difficult than expected. What we're learning about the bleak outlook just ahead.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
I'm 4 News Now Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker. Every little bit helps when it comes to protecting our river and aquifer. Learn how you can be water wise.
Hey, I'm here with your Water Wise Wednesday tip. So a really good habit to build is to run your irrigation zones after you mow. This way you can check for leaks and you can make sure all the heads are spraying in the direction you want them to and not on sidewalks or streets. Excited to share more tips with you next week.
This week on Svengoolie,
I identified the poison as that of a scorpion.
Ew, I hope it's not a big one.
It's a gigantic scorpion!
Well, that settles that. It's the black scorpion on the next Svengoolie.
Saturday night at 8 on MeTV 4.2.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
The Wyeth's Three Generations Works from the Bank of America collection provides a revealing look at America's most celebrated artistic family. N.C. Wyeth's colorful and dramatic illustrations, his son Andrew's important realist paintings with an abstract quality, and Andrew's son Jamie's often wry and playful portraits and landscapes. At the MAC through August 20th. Purchase tickets in advance at northwestmuseum.org.
Hi, I'm Gabby Lemieux, inviting you to join me for the Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA, right here at the beautiful Circling Raven Golf Club this August. The tour's mission is to prepare the world's best female professional golfers for a successful career in the LPGA. The tour returns for its exciting and competitive season. Mark your calendars now. The Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA, brought to you by Circling Raven Golf Club and 4 News Now. I'll see you right here this August.
Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Next Live. Snooki from Jersey Shore Family Vacation. Get it? Plus, Becky Newton from The Lincoln Lawyer.
Watch live today at 9, right after GMA. 4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
All right, here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Ukraine's highly anticipated counteroffensive against Russia is more difficult than expected.
Western officials describe an increasingly sobering assessment about Ukraine's ability to retake significant territory. They say it is unlikely Ukraine will be able to change the balance of the conflict. Ukrainian forces continue to push forward amid staggering losses. One of the biggest challenges is breaking through Russia's defense lines in the south and in the east. There are tens of thousands of mines there and vast networks of trenches.
Mexico's top diplomat is visiting the nation's capital today. Secretary of Foreign Relations Alicia Bárcena is scheduled to meet with the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken as well as other officials. They will likely discuss the fight against fentanyl and the trafficking of firearms. Also a main topic of conversation, the controversial border buoys that were deployed by Texas. Mexico recently complained about them and asked that they be removed.
President Biden is continuing his 3-state swing in the West with a stop in New Mexico today. He is set to deliver remarks from Albuquerque to mark 1 year since signing the CHIPS and Science Act into law. Biden's address will take place at a groundbreaking ceremony for Arcosa, a new wind tower manufacturing facility. The trip will conclude tomorrow with a stop in Utah. Biden is trying to sell Bidenomics to Americans and convince them his economic policies are working.
6:14 with a 10-second takeaway on your screen. Cool, cloudy start today. Yeah, no doubt about that. We're going to see some showers in the midday, but then it's going to clear later on with some breezy conditions. Our high today, 83.
Well, the North Spokane corridor is closed in both directions at Freya and Francis again today for some road work. Both directions on Freya are closed from Francis to 395. The Department of Transportation says it's causing a lot of congestion on the corridor as southbound drivers are redirected back onto the highway and drivers heading north onto to 395 are directed to Market Street. Drivers should expect long delays until the work finishes up tomorrow. So a bit of a headache, but not going to last too long. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is just about 6:15.
Well, you know that Mark and his team are all about fixing and constructing. Well, this latest little Extreme Team project is all about demolition for a very special place. We'll tell you all about it coming up.
And a little bit later, an update to our breaking news coverage. We'll take you back out to Tyler, where a portion of eastbound I-90 is closed and families had to evacuate their homes because of a toxic spill. Another live report just ahead.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. I gotta call Swap.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling him.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
What? The potato says thank you for your support.
One of the hottest dips in history gets souped up.
Yum!
Plus the latest DIY trends. Next, Rachel.
Watch Rachel today at 3 and 4 News Now at 5.
This is delightful. We've gone from a restrictive budget to more fun more often, all because we signed up for a dividend-earning Kasasa checking account from Canopy Credit Union. It earns us a high dividend rate of up to 4.07% annual percentage yield on up to $25,000. If you do the math, that's up to $84 we can earn in extra cash deposited right into our savings account every month, automagically. Learn more at canopycu.com. Limits and conditions apply.
This Wednesday, for one day only, Walker's Furniture is going wild and offering store-wide savings of 20 to 70% off. All bedroom furniture, all dining room furniture, all living room furniture is 20 to 70% off. Walker's is so overstocked, they're marking everything down to reduce the inventory immediately and going wild to give you the biggest savings of the season. It's going to be a one-day sale you can't afford to miss this Wednesday at Walker's Furniture.
Mr. Quad Casino Hotel in Chewelah is letting you choose your prize. A chance to win $45,000 to spend towards a new Chevy, or you could win $35,000 cash. Your choice. Play your favorite games at Mr. Quad Casino Hotel to earn entries. Every Friday in August, you can earn bonus entries playing your favorite games. The more you play, the more chances you have to win. Learn more at MrQuad.com.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa. Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
At Kaiser Permanente, we care for all those who make your family, well, your family. That's why all of us work together to give them the care and caring that any family would. Kaiser Permanente, for all that is you.
4 News Now is brought to you by Great Homes of Idaho in Post Falls. Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Mark Peterson and the Extreme team are helping the Northwest Autism Center with the expansion of its new recreation center. With a new grant, the center will offer services to all families regardless of ability.
Now, the Northwest Autism Center is currently open Monday through Friday. Services are individualized there, so each child receives exactly what they need. They do a variety of activities like crafts and group time. The goal is to teach them skills they'll use at school or while out in the community. One dad of a 5-year-old says his daughter has grown leaps and bounds while at the center.
Actually pretty amazing to see. She responds to her name. She's almost having, nearly full conversations. When you sit down and talk to her, it's like you're really getting more information from her versus, just no answer at all.
Similar services will be offered at the Recreation Center for free. It's set to open this October. Activities will range from cooking classes to movie nights. For more information, you can visit our website at KXLY.com. When you hear those personal stories, yes, right, and how it affects their son or daughter, it's really an illustration of the great work they do.
Yeah, and you've had a lot of time to visit with those folks.
Families, the kids, of course, adorable. But the staff keeps poking their heads and going like, this is going to be so cool to have this room in order to do some very cool things. So,
it's great.
Yeah, we're happy to be there. It's wonderful. I want to thank Uncle Rusty's for feeding us yesterday. Delicious sandwiches. Today, horrible place. Aloha Island Grill. Oh, it's the best. Oh, horrible. What are we going to do with that teriyaki chicken? It's wonderful. All right, good morning. We're into the good when it comes to air quality, just into the good. And we've just been bouncing between this for days. We're going to see that improve later on today, and we should hang out in the good area longer. 83 degrees will be our high today. We do have those gusty winds that are going to happen this afternoon as this system kicks out. That's going to usher in cleaner air overnight. You're going to be able to open up windows and get that cool air in, 57 degrees. Really going to be quite nice. We look at how this is all going to happen. We're going to see the system come through. We have, again, these showers coming through midday. By 1:30, we should be about out of it. We're going to hang out into North Idaho and Montana for a while. Into the evening hours, maybe a few scattered showers into the Selkirks over into North Idaho, and then the system moves out and we dry out. So it looks good. The other thing is the smoke will be pushed out, and that means cleaner air later on tonight, certainly for tomorrow. 81 into St. Mary's, 84 Ritzville today, 79 into Sandpoint. Here's the heat that's coming in Friday. Boom. It's warmer, but look what happens over the weekend. We see that heat into Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, darker, hotter weather that's coming in, and we are going to definitely feel that. So we look at our planning forecast. We're planning on below average temperatures through Friday. 86 is a normal high this time of year. 85 forecasted for Friday, and sunny. It's going to be above average. It's going to be an above average weekend. We'll just put it that way. And then the beginning of next week, temperatures into the mid 90s, 94, 95. So we got some heat coming our way. But boy, I'm telling you, Thursday, Friday, even into the weekend, going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, enjoy it while you can, for sure.
Definitely. It is now just about 6:22. Oh, it is right now. Without a conference to play in after this season, there are so many off-the-field questions for WSU football.
But there are also on-the-field questions, including who will play safety now that guy, Sam Lockett, is out with a broken hand. Jake Dickert has an answer next in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Summer might not be a vacation for families experiencing homelessness, but while Family Promise teaches parents life skills, kids have the chance to explore and have fun.
Without the routine of school, summer is really challenging for homeless children. With the help of Numerica, kids are able to enjoy lots of fun activities.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to partner with organizations like Family Promise as they work to enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
ABC's World News Tonight.
And 4 News Now.
When the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home. Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
If you need a new mattress, what you don't know could end up costing you. Come to Twilight Bedding Mattress Factory and talk to the experts. We make your mattress right here in our factory, so we can tell you exactly what it's made of. Twilight Bedding is also the only place in the area where you can still buy a double-sided mattress. Visit our website to learn the top 10 questions to ask when buying a mattress. And then come see us. Sleep Right by Twilight.
What's in a name? A question that has never had more relevance. First American Title has been rebranded to Flying S Title and Escrow. Since 1905, we've been helping people protect their property rights. When the time comes to choose a title insurance and escrow company, the choice is clear. Flying S Title and Escrow. Idaho's longest operating, family-owned title and escrow company is now Flying S Title and Escrow. We're not new, but our name is.
Great Homes of Idaho is having their grand opening August 11th through the 13th in Post Falls. Come in and tour their beautiful model homes by Kit Custom Home Builders. Highly customizable with features and options you'll love. Great Homes has been helping customers in Montana create their dream homes for over 25 years. And with their expansion to Post Falls, they would love to help you experience the same. Join them for their August celebration featuring prize drawings and a 20% discount certificate towards numerous upgrades. Only available during this grand opening weekend.
The Gypsy Kings featuring Nicola Reyes. Saturday, August 19th at the Fox Theater. The Grammy Award-winning Gypsy Kings. Get tickets at foxtheaterspokane.org or 509-624-1200.
I'm beyond excited to represent Washington State in this new phase of where we're going. I know there's uncertainty, but my job right now is faith, trust, and belief.
Well, Washington State head coach Jake Dickert is confident the Cougars will land on their feet. With potential of more schools leaving the Pac-12, Washington State doesn't want to end up like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in that one episode, all alone and nowhere to go. Washington State President Kirk Schultz says in a statement on Monday that they are looking far and wide for a suitable home for the athletic program. Reports say the Big 12 has no appetite to add Washington State or any of the remaining Pac-12 schools. Cougars head coach Jake Dickert pleaded his case for the program after practice on Tuesday.
In the last 5 full seasons, we have the 4th best overall record in the Pac-12, okay, of the 12 members that were here. Wherever we go, we're going to be a flagship institution of whatever conference that is, okay? And Pat and President Schultz are going to take care of whatever the next phase of Washington State football looks like.
There's a huge sense of urgency at WSU as more schools could be leaving the Pac-12. Washington State starting defensive back Sam Lockett broke his hand in an off-the-field incident. And this is bad news for the Cougars. Lockett led the team in interceptions last season. Utah State transfer Dominic Tatum will replace Lockett for now. There is no timetable on Lockett's return. Dickert says they hope to get him back sooner than later.
Dom has been, doing some things that, he's a 2-year starter, so he's used to that role, and we need to catch him up to speed. I just think when you get a kid this first 6 months and we have Dom for another year, there's a lot of catching up to do schematically.
Tatum joined the team in April and went through the summer workout program, so he's already well acquainted with his new teammates. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
All right, college football is here, though. Good Morning Northwest time is 6:26.
As we go to a commercial break, here's your first look what's coming up on GMA at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, as more and more people take the diabetes drug Ozempic for weight loss, we're hearing from users who say they were shamed for using it. She's the feisty attorney turned castmate of the Real Housewives of Orange County.
You are 2 different people, Shannon.
But Emily Simpson says behind her bold persona on the show was depression linked to her battle with her weight.
I went to the doctor and she said, there's this new weight loss drug. It's a semaglutide. I think you should try it. You would probably lose some weight.
So she started taking Ozempic, but she says she soon faced very public shaming. And coming up at 7 a.m., more from patients who say they have faced backlash. And Dr. Jen Ashton joins us to discuss newly released data from a clinical trial on the weight loss drug Wegovy's potential heart health benefits. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
With Allegra, allergies don't hold us back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. And unlike Zyrtec, it won't make us drowsy, so you can live your greatness. And for kids, try Children's Allegra, the #1 allergist-recommended non-drowsy brand.
Look at the skin, baby. She is glowing. She is 1 of 1.
With new Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash, 95% of women had visibly better skin.
My skin is so much more moisturized.
See the difference with Olay.
RSV can be a dangerous virus for those 60 and older. It's not just a cold. And if you're 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of hospitalization from this highly contagious virus. Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
26 years strong! Hey, Donnie, can you give me one reason to call the advocates?
Sorry, Ken, I can't.
I can. I mean, who fights like we do? You can't give me one reason?
Nope.
How about that we take on big insurance bullies? We're not afraid of any case. We're passionate and smart. Really? You can't come up with one reason?
I can't come up with one, Ken. Because there are 500 million.
All the money we've recovered for our clients. Injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation and 1 day only. New 2023 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Progressions Credit Union is here to give you the 411 on how you can earn 4.11% APY with Kasasa Cash Checking. It's easy. Qualify to earn rewards like ATM surcharge refunds up to $25 for doing everyday account activities. Activities like one direct deposit or ACH deposit or withdrawal, 12 monthly debit card transactions, and enrolling in e-statements. Call or go to progressionscu.org today and ask about our limited time offer of $200 cash bonus when you open a Kasasa account.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Wednesday, August the 9th. We're going to get right to Mark Peterson with a look at that first alert forecast and another day in the 80s.
Yeah, we're going to see the 80s. We're going to see, again, some cloud cover and showers moving through the region. Could be just sprinkles, but we see the darker clouds coming in from the west, and that's the expectation. Right now, we're sitting at 64 degrees. The winds are to 8 miles an hour out of the south-southeast. We'll see that shift later on. The 4 things you need to know as we get going today. The potential for morning showers, 10, 11 o'clock. Clearing this afternoon, so you'll need your sunglasses. Breezy as well, but the 90s, they're on the way. Here's what we're looking at about 11 o'clock. We do see that potential. Then, really, by 6, 7 o'clock, we'll see that chance of some scattered showers in the higher elevations. That's going to be really northeastern Washington and North Idaho. And then after that, it's fairly clear, beautiful, and we're going to see winds from the west, which has got cleaner air associated with it. Right now, 64 into the West Plains, 61 Cheney, 58 into Deer Park. Coeur d'Alene, you're at 65 degrees. Rathdrum, you're right in there, too. Here's our forecast for the day. 10 o'clock, clouds, maybe an isolated or sprinkler shower. By 2, we're into the low 80s, and we'll stay there all the way through probably the 7, 8 o'clock hour. By 10, temperatures down into the 60s and very comfortable.
All right, Mark, thank you. We continue to follow breaking news this morning. Eastbound I-90 remains closed at Tyler, where an overturned semi leaked hazardous material last night.
According to Washington State Patrol, the spill is ammonium nitride. Diesel also spilled a little bit from the truck's tank. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live gathering some newest information.
Robin, Derek, good morning. I'm here off of the exit, the Tyler exit, where eastbound traffic on I-90 is still closed. Now, crews have been working all through the night to clean up hazardous material that was spilled from a semi-truck that was overturned. Now, I'm here this morning with Sergeant Greg Riddell. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. What can you tell us about that hazardous material that was spilled?
So right now, it was pneumonia nitrate. It's a liquid fertilizer. It's also used for explosives. It is contained at this point. There was some leakage, but we set up a barrier of sand that contained it in a small area. We have a hazmat crew on scene right now that is cleaning that up and using product, and they'll actually remove that soil that's contaminated. And then we have a crew that's riding the truck, and they'll offload the material that's still in that trailer, and they'll put it into another trailer.
Absolutely. And what can you tell us as far as a projected timeline for road closures to open back up again?
So eastbound travel, they're estimating right about the 10 o'clock hour they should be able to open that up. So I don't know if they'll have that trailer removed, but they'll actually have the product removed. So it's just a matter of getting that trailer out there eventually. So we should, about 10 o'clock, have that eastbound lane open.
And the driver of that semi-truck suffered from a bit of a medical emergency when that all went down last night. What else can you tell us about the driver at this current moment?
So the driver, the last that we checked, it was a medical episode that led to the collision. It's a suspected heart attack. He was being treated for that. I believe he went into surgery point last night for a procedure, and I don't have any current updates on him.
Gotcha. Well, thank you so much for joining us and for giving us all that information. We'll continue to update you this morning. You can go to our website, KXLY.com, for more info. Reporting in Tyler, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
All right, Allison, thanks so much. A man accused of trying to shoot and kill his mother and stepfather will appear in court today. This happened in South Spokane County, just off the Palouse Highway. Sheriff's deputies say 22-year-old Charlie Birkland argued with his mom and stepfather, and that argument escalated into a shooting. Deputies say Birkland shot his parents with a handgun and then took off. He was later found at a nearby fire station and taken in for questioning. Birkland has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder in the first degree. His parents remain in the hospital, but their exact condition is not known.
And new from the Breaking Now desk, in the past 24 hours, storms across the East Coast killed 2 people and knocked out power for homes and businesses, leaving thousands of customers in the dark. And that's not the only weather event that's affected people across the country this year. This morning, we're tracking just how much all that extreme weather is costing the U.S. Now, this week, the American Meteorological Society is holding its annual meeting. Officials will give their latest findings on the severe weather the nation has endured over the past few years. They say these storms, floods, tornadoes have cost the U.S. major money. Just yesterday, at least 2 tornadoes tore through Massachusetts, according to the National Weather Service, downing trees and causing significant damage. Roughly 1,700 miles to the west in Oklahoma, heavy gusts from a storm picked up a mobile home and sent it crashing into a parked car. Crews are also dealing with fallen power lines there.
Just having to clean up all the damage, you know, because we got damage to our fences over there too.
So far this year, the U.S. has had 15 weather disasters that have each resulted in more than $1 billion worth of damage. According to the National Centers for Environmental Information, that's the most billion-dollar disasters in a single year since it began tracking these events in 1980. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says the damage done by the wrath of Mother Nature cost at least $177 billion last year and more than $1 trillion between 2016 and 2022. And there's still more extreme weather to come. Over 55 million people in the U.S. are under the threat of severe storms right now. Today, power outages are confined to Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Maryland, according to poweroutage.us. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Well, the Spokane School Board is asking the public to pass a $200 million bond to improve buildings throughout the district. Today, the board will get an update on community feedback as it works to narrow down what to include in this bond. Right now, the board is looking at 3 different scenarios of buildings to include. The schools most in need of renovations, they tell us, are Adams, Madison, Balboa, and Indian Trail Elementaries.
They're on all 3 scenarios. Those are really high priority because of their age and need. And others are something that we definitely have prioritized, that we want to be able to do, but that we can't necessarily do in 2024. We might need to wait until our next bond.
The board of directors will make the final decision on what will be included on the bond in November.
Well, it was a beautiful morning for the first of 2 annual sheep crossings on Highway 97 at Blewett Pass. The Department of Transportation took this video yesterday morning. Now, it coordinates with the ranchers to ensure a safe crossing for those sheep and no traffic backups. The herd will then cross back over a little bit later this summer. But yeah, it's quite a sight to see all of them crossing like that together.
Sure is. All right, it is now 6:38. Mark is here, and we are talking about an improving air quality index.
Yeah, we were in moderate earlier today. We've seen a bit of improvement into the good, and we should be much better than that by tomorrow because we've got some prevailing winds out of the west that's going to have cleaner air off the Pacific. We're going to have a full check of your forecast coming up.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
The 4 News Now Extreme Team back in action. The Northwest Autism Center is expanding into a new space. All these cubicles have to go. The carpet's got to be removed, and we've got a couple of days to do it. It's coming in August. I'm Mark Peterson. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Twilight Bedding is the choice for all your mattress needs and now has 2 convenient locations in Spokane. Every mattress is manufactured locally, right here in Spokane, and crafted to meet any need you have. whether it's for your bedroom, boat, RV, or your pet. Stop by either location today and talk with an expert about the mattress that's right for you. Sleep Right by Twilight.
You know, you've got it pretty good. Streaming this much stuff was never this easy.
Yes! Let's go!
Nice eye thingies.
They're collagen boosters.
Get internet on the Xfinity 10G network made for streaming for $19.99 a month for 12 months. And add Now TV for $20. It's the best value in live TV and streaming.
You guys like this show too?
Yes, chef!
Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network.
Despite the cape, Tom here has no actual superpowers. He just entered the Super Sevens giveaway at Northern Quest. Now he's got a shot at $77,777 this month and a Yukon Denali next month. So naturally, he feels super. And we're feeling lucky he's not in a full spandex bodysuit. The Super Sevens giveaway at Northern Quest. Get your free entries daily. Details at northernquest.com.
The young woman accused of mowing down a bride on her wedding day. The secret jailhouse videos. What she's telling her family from behind bars. Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa. Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
It is 6:41 at 4 News Now. We're helping you get ready for back to school. And parents know making school lunches is not easy.
You want that food to be healthy, right? But you also want your kids to actually look forward to eating it. Strong for Life dietitian Catherine Sherry says what you pack is key to keeping students fueled and focused throughout the school day.
Lunches should have a fruit, a vegetable, a protein or a fat to help keep them fuller longer, and a whole grain for some carbohydrates.
As Sherry recommends, cold whole wheat pasta salad with some veggies and Italian dressing. You can add a couple of hard-boiled eggs and some fruit, or try homemade Lunchables with deli meat and cheese, or even deconstructed tacos that your child may have fun putting together. The dietitian also says to let your kid help pack their lunch and take them to the grocery store to let them choose which fruits, veggies, or other foods they'd like to eat. That way, she says, they feel they're a part of the process and are more likely to eat the lunch you pack them.
I like the idea of the deconstructed tacos. Hey, 10-second takeaway. Cool, cloudy start. We're there. Midday showers or sprinkles potentially. Breezy this afternoon. The sun will be out later on. 83 for the high today.
After 31 drawings without a big win, an unprecedented $1.58 billion lottery prize will finally be awarded. A single Mega Millions ticket in Florida matched all 6 numbers in last night's drawing. The prize is expected to be the highest ever awarded in the lottery, surpassing the previous record of $1.54 billion set in 2018. The winner also has the option of taking a lump sum payment, which would be $783 million before taxes. So
crazy money.
Significantly less after taxes, but I don't think they'll notice that much.
No. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:43.
We thank you for being with us, and we will be back with more Good Morning Northwest right after this.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Save up to 27% when you bundle home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa. Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet is North Idaho's premier flooring shop. They have your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their designers help you find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. If you can dream it, they can floor it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Introducing the pizza so nice, we pepperonied it twice. The new double pepperoni crazy crust pizza from Little Caesars. Picture this: classic pepperoni and crispy curly old world pepperoni, sprinkled with toasted cheeses, finished with a garlic parmesan crust that must be seen in slow-mo to be believed. Holy moly, are you picturing this? Get a large double pepperoni crazy crust for just $8.99. Available all day or hot and ready from 4 to 8 p.m. Only at Little Caesars.
Pizza. Summer might not be a vacation for families experiencing homelessness, but while Family Promise teaches parents life skills, kids have the chance to explore and have fun.
Without the routine of school, summer is really challenging for homeless children. With the help of Numerica, kids are able to enjoy lots of fun activities.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to partner with organizations like Family Promise as they work to enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Save up to 27% when you bundle home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Is it your day to water? Know if you are odd or even and be water wise this summer.
It's 6:46. In news for your health this morning, as few as 4,000 steps a day could reduce your risk of death. That's according to a new study published Tuesday in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology. Experts found that walking a minimum 4,000 steps a day significantly reduces the risk of early death. But they say more is better. As step count goes up, so do the benefits for health. Every increase of 500 to 1,000 steps a day may lead to significant mortality reductions. Getting in 20,000 steps a day saw the greatest benefit. Are you getting in your steps, Mark?
During extreme teams, I definitely, I was just thinking I could run to my phone and look up health and see how I did yesterday.
Yeah, be curious to know.
Weather is cooperating with everyone getting in their steps, both morning and in the evening. It's not so hot, but we're going to see things change a little bit. All right, so let's talk about heat is on the way, but it's going to take several days to get here. We're going to see much better forecast for today when it comes to our air quality. But first, cloud cover and a few morning clouds with some midday shower activity, maybe a sprinkle or two. And then overnight, we clear out 57 degrees for the low, wind southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour. We look at the forecast radar. Right now, we just have the cloud cover, no rain to speak of. But we do look at that happening 11 o'clock, 12, 1 o'clock. And then by later on this afternoon, really, it's going to be higher elevations of North Idaho again this evening. Another round of light showers that could move through, isolated thunderstorm potential, and then we clear out. The system moves out. We get winds from the west, cleaner air coming in, removing the smoke. 83 will be the high today, 84 into Ritzville, 82 into Coeur d'Alene, 90s, yeah, into the Tri-Cities and the LC Valley. Going to take a trip around the country real quick, but you don't have to look far. Right in the heartland, middle of the country, Missouri is really being targeted along with Arkansas for severe weather that's going to be rolling through while the southeast and the east coast recover from the storms they had and it moves off into the Atlantic. They're going to be bracing for severe weather there. The west coast is high and dry and not a lot of severe weather. Heat is still into the south with temperatures feels like 115, 116 with the humidity. It is miserable. For us, we're anything but. 83 today. Again, we're going to see a few morning sprinkles. Tomorrow, sunny and 82. Friday, 85. Now, near 90 Saturday, 91 Sunday, mid-90s beginning next week. So the heat is on. So enjoy this next 4 days of what is, to me, very comfortable forecast. I love it. All right, I love this too. The Extreme Team in action this week. And of course, here's a time lapse. Most of the people you see there are with Horizon Credit Union as they go like, what are we doing? I said, we're going to tear stuff down. They said, that's awesome. And they had a great time doing it. But you take cubicles down, you think, oh, no big deal. You push them over. Oh, no, 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 no. They were well built. So we got all that taken care of. We have the rod of paint going in the background in those 4 offices and then the kitchen. It's a kitchenette. It's not a kitchen. It just has a sink. But all of that got painted, looking good. We still have paint to do. As we go in there, this is one of the first times I got called out on using a light beige. Well, people, guess what? Not everything is gray in this world, so I'm learning. I'm 61. I'm learning. So we do have some light colors. It's going to be great. Getting the carpet off the floor is ridiculous. So we continue to see that happen. This is what it looks like when I left yesterday. We did, and the DeWalt, you see that stereo? Yeah. Blaring music while we're working. But you can't hear it over that thing trying to get the carpet off. Right. We're going to be back at that today. More paint today. It's going to to be busy.
What kind of music you blaring?
Oldies, 70s. Okay. They got to get used to it. Okay. They do. They love it.
Mark's Choice.
It's 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up.
Don't go away.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
The time to buy is now. Yes, RV show pricing continues at R&R RV in North Spokane. Over 125 RVs are indoors at 525 East Francis. You'll save thousands with rebates and show discounts on Cougar, Rockwood, Montana, Class B vans, and more. Everything show price. You don't want to shop in this heat. Shop over 125 RVs indoors now at R&R RV in North Spokane, 525 East Francis, or online at rnrrv.com.
If you need a new mattress, what you don't know could end up costing you. Come to Twilight Bedding Mattress Factory and talk to the experts. We make your mattress right here in our factory, so we can tell you exactly what it's made of. Twilight Bedding is also the only place in the area where you can still buy a double-sided mattress. Visit our website to learn the top 10 questions to ask when buying a mattress. And then come see us. Sleep Right by Twilight.
From the 5 a.m. morning regulars to those gotta fit it in lunchtime rush business goers to the busy moms that need childcare so they can just have a little time to themselves. Move Fitness is here for you, serving up the largest variety of workout options in Spokane with a new location opening soon to provide you the best results for your workout needs. Move Fitness. Join the movement.
Hi, my name is Megan and I'm the education coordinator for wastewater and stormwater. So you should wash your car on the lawn because it helps all of the pollutants that come off your car seep into the soil and naturally filters in the ground before it hits our aquifer.
Your grass gets a drink, your car gets clean, and no soap enters our storm drains. So you know, that's an illicit discharge.
To learn more about stormwater tips and city projects that are protecting our river, go to SpokaneStormwater.org.
Summer storms, sudden, intense, dangerous. 4 News Now First Alert Weather warns you in advance.
Up to quarter-size hail.
Keeping you informed until the threat is past and your family is safe. On the air, on the app, only on 4 News Now. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint.
And Mark has your forecast and when we can expect rain today.
Sydney Charles has details on a critical win for abortion rights advocates in Ohio.
But first, we're following breaking news. Overnight, I-90 eastbound is still closed near Tyler due to a hazardous material leak. Let's get to Allison Martinez live near the scene.
That's correct. Eastbound traffic on I-90 near Tyler is still closed due to an overturned truck that did spill hazardous material. Now, the driver of the truck did suffer from a medical episode causing him to overturn the vehicle. This was a pre-existing condition. He is currently being treated in a surgical unit. Now, WashDOT does tell me that they do expect to, Sergeant Reddle does tell me that he does expect this road to open very soon in the 10 o'clock hour.
As we take a look at our first alert forecast, well, the cloud cover is coming in as anticipated. We're sitting at 64 degrees, and Coeur d'Alene, you're at 64 as well. We're going to see, again, these temperatures this morning, not bad. Deer Park at 58, 61 into Cheney, and you have mid-60s into areas of North Idaho. Our smoke forecast has our smoke clearing out by later on today, and then for tomorrow should be much better air quality. In fact, we should see better air quality as early as 2 or 3 o'clock. We've already slipped just into the good range. Our forecast today, yeah, we're going to be in the low 80s today, and we can see that as early as 1 o'clock. 2, we're going to be 80, and then dinner time, we're going to be in the low 80s as well. Going to be a very comfortable day with some sprinkles or light showers coming in midday.
Crews are monitoring a fire that burned 7 acres south of Spokane County. It started yesterday afternoon. Fire crews now have it fully contained, and crews expect to begin mop-up this morning.
In North Idaho, fire danger has been raised to very high, and restrictions will go in place today. Here's what will not be allowed outside of city limits: campfires or stove fires, smoking when not in an area cleared of flammable material, using motor vehicles in off designated roads and trails, and using a chainsaw or other related equipment between 1 p.m. and 1 a.m.
A man accused of trying to shoot and kill his mother and stepfather will appear in court today. It happened in South Spokane County just off of the Palouse Highway yesterday. Sheriff's deputies say 22-year-old Charlie Birkland argued with his mother and stepfather. That argument escalated into a shooting. Deputies say Birkland shot his parents with a handgun and then took off. He was later found at a nearby fire station and taken in for questioning. Birkland's been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder in the first degree.
The Spokane School Board is asking the public to pass a $200 million bond to improve buildings throughout the district. Today, the board will get an update on the community's feedback as it works to narrow down what to include in this bond. Right now, the board is looking at 3 different scenarios of buildings to include. The schools most in need of renovations, are Adams, Madison, Balboa, and Indian Trail Elementary Schools. The board of directors will make the final decision on what will be included on the bond in November.
The push for a new sales tax increase to fund upgrades to the Spokane County Jail is now getting pushback from the people it's supposed to help. 2 groups say they have been left in the dark on how this money will be spent and are asking the November vote to be delayed. Right now, the question is still on the November ballot, but we will keep you updated if that changes.
An Ohio judge has put the state's 6-week abortion ban on hold. In a special election, Ohio voters rejected Issue 1, a proposal that would have required raising the threshold to amend the state's constitution. The Republican-supported ballot question would have called for a 60% supermajority to make changes to the state's constitution instead of a simple majority. Ohio Republicans putting Issue 1 to the people just before November, when voters are set to decide whether to enshrine abortion rights into the state constitution.
Well, the North Spokane corridor is closed in both directions at Freya and Francis again today for road work. Both directions on Freya are closed from Francis to Highway 395. The Department of Transportation says it's causing a lot of congestion on the corridor as southbound drivers are redirected back onto the highway and drivers heading north of 395 are directed onto Market Street.
Each year, the Spokane Fire Department puts out what's called a community risk assessment. It gives them a broader understanding of what the biggest risks are and how they can better tailor resources to reduce those risks. Some of the bigger risks are things you might expect, like building fires and wildfires. Spokane sits in a wildland-urban interface, so Spokane Fire recently hired a wildland planner to help with the risks of having developed land mixed with nature. I'll tell you about that